Your gut feeling can be super powerful, especially in entrepreneurship. And the situation I'm currently thinking of is I'm hiring a lot of people right now. We're doing loads of trials and seeing if people would be the right fit for our team. And I'm looking for a closer. If that's you, shoot me a message. And I took someone through the process and he had one of the highest ratings of anyone we've ever interviewed. So we have a scorecard that we do at the end of an interview after they go through an application for us to find out what's your skills, what have you done in the past, like are you going to be a good team fit, that sort of stuff. And then we rate them out of 50 on a load of different categories to see essentially how good are you. And if you get above 40, that's good enough for me to say, yep, this guy or girl, I'd love to give a shot. And this guy got 48, and I think I've only ever had 2 people out of probably 1,000 ever reach that high. And then it came to the onboarding day of his trial, and it was very obvious a lack of comprehension skill. Basic GCSE school, high school level ability to understand and comprehend what was written and what was meant by it. And that was immediately a huge red flag. And I had a gut feeling of being like, I don't even know if to give this guy a shot anymore. And anyway, I went through with it, I gave him a shot, and found out after his first day of a fully booked call, and this cost us a couple of £100 of money, plus the time and effort to do this, and our reputation, that halfway through the first one, he disappeared and didn't show up for the rest. And there was a legitimate reason, like there always is. And I'm not saying that it's not true, but there always seems to be a good excuse all the time for everyone, regardless, right? And then I had to go and reschedule the rest of the calendar's calls that we put in, another, 10 or so. Luckily we hadn't got too far down the process. But that is like £500 that we essentially just set on fire. And so going with your gut is a powerful thing, and it's difficult because gut feelings, I believe, are a subconscious decision. They're a decision that you have made based on information that you are unable to articulate. Now, the more you try to articulate your feelings as to why you think this or what's the scenario, you will actually get systems and processes that will be helpful for you in increasing the likelihood of success should this situation ever happen again. But in the moment, if you have a gut feeling, and I've had many of these throughout the process and I've just tested them anyway, I'm almost always right. I don't think I've had a single time where I had a gut feeling, I gave it a shot and it still worked. A gut feeling that it was going to fail, right? And so especially throughout the hiring process, my recommendation is if you have a gut feeling someone's not the right fit, just cut it off early. It's so much easier and smoother for everybody if you cut it off early. Now, if you are thinking, I don't have the opportunity to do that, I need this person, then you definitely should cut it off early because they're going to screw you, most likely, and make it even worse. So to combat that, have a higher volume of other people in the pipeline so that you're not dependent on one. And that's that's an amazing idea for any negotiations or hiring or sales or anything like that, that you don't have to settle for the one in front of you, okay? Because if for a reason you don't want to, I promise you don't want to. It will come back to bite you. It's like if someone is being a pain in a sales call, I promise turn them away. Don't help them because they will come back and bite you in the ass, right? Even if you're trying to do the good stuff for them. So there we go. Follow your gut, especially when hiring. If your gut is telling you no. If your gut is telling you yes, it's a slightly different scenario, but if it's saying no, just go with it and drop them out. The reason I think it's especially good for hiring is because we have created a system where it's yes or not yes. So that's yes and everyone else. If it's not a 100% get in here, at least you're not confident to say that, it's a no. So just switch it up to yes and not yes, and you will have far fewer of these issues going down the line. All right, guys, have a great day. Peace.